Yo, what is good? It's your boy BKS Bully back again. Looky, Madden demo. About time, EA. We got a whole full 2 weeks with the demo, with the early release coming out next Friday, and kind of wanted to do something a little bit with the demo because I can't front. I kind of like the game. I kind of badmouthed it, and I bashed it a little bit, and I did EA a little dirty. So I gotta give them props where props is due. I don't think the game is perfect. However, again, I can say as of right now, I kind of enjoy playing it, and really I haven't even really put it down since it came out. So with that, I figured I'd do 6 pros about the game and 6 cons about the game. Now, anytime you see me do a pro and con on anything, I'm always put the bad out first. I'm gonna tear it down, then I'm gonna build it up. So basically, of what I've been seeing and what I've been playing of the game, this is sort of the cons I have for it. First off, as soon as you come out on offense, the first thing you notice really is that as far as usering on offense, it's a little stiff. I mean, it's not as responsive as you would think it should be. I want to say NCAA actually might have a slight edge on the users on O. I don't know. That might be debatable. Between people in the Madden community. It's touch and go as far as that goes. So I personally just found, when I wanted to try to make, certain user catches, or if I wanted to try to get inside and click on and do it myself, it just wasn't as responsive as I thought it should have been. So that's kind of I don't know, a little area of concern for me right there. Number 2, the ball hawk feature. Now, some people probably love this feature, but me, I'm not so excited about it, and I'm gonna tell you why. On Madden 12, now granted, with certain things like face throws and corner routes and and certain things, I might have understood if this option was in last year's game. I think it would have really combated a lot of face throws and different stuff like that. But to me, this kind of feels like this was a feature that was put in exclusively for noobs. People that didn't know how to, like take strafe off, take turbo off, and really actually learn how to actually make that strafe pick animation. Now all you got to do is hold Y, when the ball, is pretty much on the streak, or you're running downfield or something like that, and you kind of get the animation automatically. I think it takes away from people actually having to learn certain parts about the game and learn the nuances of the actual game, and I think that kind of hinders people from actually getting better at the game, because it's something you can kind of just pick up and do. But again, my take on it. 3, the physics. It seems like at times the physics are more prevalent after the actual play happens. Like, I see more stuff go on after the play. Like, my quarterback will get up from being hit, and like he'll trip out like my defensive end's leg, and he'll like fall over him, and like you see more of it after the play than you really do, and you feel it in the actual gameplay. Now again, these are just my opinions. If y'all feel like I'm off base or whatever like that, please comment, let me know about myself. Alright. 4, total passing control. Now, good thing, yes, but it makes zone almost unbearable to play, and the zones actually play damn well on Madden in comparison to NCAA. So with me saying that, and see, I've always been a pretty heavy zone person, you know, and zone blitz looks and different stuff like that. So, you know, I like playing zone. You know, a lot of people predominantly play man, you know, in a lot of communities, but I like to play zone. So for me, you know, having zone in the game was important, or zone I feel like I could play and use her in space, you know. So for me, that was, you know, kind of important. And with this total passing control, man, I mean, if you can read zone and you have time, I mean, you can pretty much spot it anywhere in the defense. I don't care if you're playing Fag D, I don't care what you're playing, you can spot it. So, and then on top of that, like, really, as I've played with like 6 quarterbacks on the game so far, and I think Eli Manning did have the slight edge above most everybody else, but for the most part, there wasn't really much of an inaccuracy difference until you start getting over 15 yards. When you start throwing it downfield, that's when you start to see more incompletions. But inside of 15, guys are on point. So, you know, with that being said, that, you know, it's going to have a lot of accurate passing in this game, and then being able to lead guys open. Zone is going to be a tough year on zone, fellas, unless y'all can bring some heat with it. 5. And this is a big complaint throughout the community, man. Players resetting after you move them inside of the I believe from what it looked like it's inside of the tackle box, because I still think you can move safeties and corners and stuff like that, like slightly outside of the tackle box, and they'll actually stay. But for the most part, if you move a linebacker, the days of stacking linebackers to get those nanos are over, fellas, at least for now. I don't know if this is something they'll, you know, change maybe in, you know, future titles or whatever, but right now, fellas, you're not going to be able to stack guys to get them nanos. And some people look at it as a positive, and I kind of don't. You know, let a person play D how they're going to play D. You know, there was no nano last season that was just totally unstoppable. So again, I would say let people play defense how they're going to play defense, and force people to learn to play the game. You know, I think I had heard somewhere, you know, within the community that was the biggest gripe from the game was people nanoing. Leave somebody in the block, man. Learn how to shift your line. Learn how to do these things. I mean, you gotta learn how to play the game if you want to be good at it. Point blank, period. 6, and my last point. And this is for you noobs out there. Yes, I'm directing this straight to y'all. Y'all have bitched and complained so much that EA felt like they had to do this for y'all. They've made it so that anybody could literally pick up the controller and after maybe a day or two actually be pretty good at this game. And that's a travesty. You know, football is supposed to be a sport where you have to learn in order to be good, where you have to physically be mentally sharp enough to handle what you see coming. You know, and I don't feel like this is the best representation of that. Again, I said I like the game, but I don't think it's the true embodiment of a football experience, because they made it so that anybody could just pick it up and play it. So for me, that was kind of disappointing. So that's what the cons. I mean, like I said, if you have any more cons you want to add, maybe something you want me to address in a future video, please, by all means, holler at your boy. Alright, the pros. Now, usering on defense, gotta take my hat off to EA. I didn't think it was gonna happen because of, you know, pretty much how the user was to me on NCAA, but I think they got usering on D spot on, with the exception of the ball hawk feature, which is gonna make it like 10 times easier for me to get picks on balls thrown downfield. But it feels comfortable. Like, I feel like I can actually make plays in space. I feel like if I'm in a zone, I can control my zone. I feel like there will be user picks on this end. You know, I feel very comfortable, and it feels fluid. It feels very fluid on defense, so I really don't have a problem with that. Number 2, game just feels good. I this, it might, sound kind of stupid, but the game just feels good when you're on offense, and you're on defense. Like when you're throwing the ball around, it feels good. It feels like the ball is coming out smooth. You don't have those long deliveries. It feels extremely smooth. The gameplay feels a little bit quicker than 12, which is a good thing. So you have to make decisions a little bit quicker, which is again a good thing. 3. They've finally added enough animations that make the game tolerable as far as animations that you see. Like, I think I played so far, this is actually footage of the first game that I actually played off the demo, so as you see I kind of suck right now, but it was, I want to say in all the games that I played, I really haven't seen the same animations, and that's a positive thing, because people get to the point where you can see a certain strip animation or some certain type of animation and you know exactly what you're gonna get from that instance. So I guess that's the animation hand in hand with the physics, which I didn't think was gonna work, but is actually okay. I can't lie, it's working out okay so far. So with that, I think they've added enough animations to make the game just believable. 4. Connected careers is so deep this year. I was doing a little bit of homework on the connected careers, excuse me, where pretty much you even have to find people that fit your scheme. During the draft, you can trade draft picks. Matter of fact, there's a 175-page corrected careers manual. Wow. I don't know if I'm gonna read all that, but I'm just saying. But which kind of alludes me to my next point, which is number 5 on my pros. EA is moving in the right direction. It finally seems like they're putting a little bit of time and a little bit of care into what's going on with the game. Is it perfect? No. Which, after I finish, I'll probably give it a grade. Well, for the demo anyway, because of course, the game's gonna play a little bit differently than the demo. So, with that being said, it feels like they're finally moving in the right direction as far as the team they need to have in a place, the type of things they need to have in a game, which is, a physics engine, which is gonna progress as time goes on, and just care. It seems like they're finally trying to put a little bit of care into this game, and I'm glad. I think I'm gonna like it this season. I think I'm gonna actually enjoy playing certain parts of this game. And I think this so far has to be my biggest pro. Now, don't get it twisted. I have, put together, a nice little scheme, that I plan on taking to my GameStop tournament, and see if I could try to, win my side of it. But I didn't really see a bunch of like money routes, like pigtail routes, like corner routes, like curl routes. Like, these things just didn't really seem to, really back man coverage off. They seem to play it pretty well. Now, of course, when the full game drops, that'll be the big, the best determiner of whether or not there's going to be money routes, because of course there's going to be some weird looking routes in that game that may glitch out the AI. As of yet, I haven't seen them. Now, there are plays that do get open. That's just how it's going to be. And again, we are running this against the computer, so who knows how the human mind could scheme and put some stuff together to stop stuff. But as of right now, I don't see routes that just automatically win no matter what. So with that, I'm actually kind of excited about that, because I think it's going to force a lot more chess matches in the community once the game really gets out and people start to get going with it. I think there's going to be a lot of stuff that people will figure out how to take away, because things don't just automatically get open. So you have to overcompensate for one thing in order to stop it, and then it opens up the rest of the field. That's pretty much the problem, that I always felt with, routes that always happen to get open. You have to concentrate so much on this and dedicate so much time on this that you can't really focus on the rest of the field and playing total defense everywhere you need to. So, those are my pros and cons right now, man. I may have some more thoughts after you guys comment and let me know how you guys really feel about the game. And, let me know first if you like the demo. Two, if you agree or disagree with my pros and cons, and let's just have a discussion about it. And try to again figure this thing out. But if I had to give just the demo, a grade, I would have to say it might be a B plus, man. It might be a B plus. Now, I don't know if, again, I might have to revisit this once the game drops, because I might see some other things in the game, might see some money routes in the game, might see some things that I don't particularly like in the full version. So who knows? I like the NCAA demo, so it's to be continued. We just really gonna have to see how that all works out. But again, I gotta give it right now. I have to give it a solid B plus, man, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I think this will be a game, that for me can be playable. Now, everybody has their own opinion. It's a lot of opinions out there. A lot of sim ballers out there that just feel this isn't, that EA is just dropping a ball. I get you. I feel you. But for the first time in quite some time, I feel like EA is finally taking steps in the right direction to make it happen, man. And I shoot it to y'all real, man. I ain't gonna tell y'all no BS. I'm not gonna shoot it to you fake. That's how I really feel about the game. EA don't pay my bills, so for the most part, ain't no reason for me to lie about it. You know what I'm saying? So, with that, it is what it is. In other news, stream's still up and going. I pretty much cast every day. BKS Bully NYC on Justin TV and Twitch TV. Come in, holler at your boy. You want to get a game, and especially the night of the early release. I will be casting the night of the early release. I want to say I'll probably cast from the time I get it till probably like 5 or 6 in the morning. I'm gonna go real hard when the early release comes out. So by all means, if you want some, come get some. I ain't running. I ain't scared of you bitches. Alright. That's that with that. Again, I really want to thank y'all, that take the time to watch my videos, get my take on stuff. I'm up over 100 subs. I think I'm at last I looked today, I was at 106. So for all 106 of y'all, I appreciate y'all. And I got nothing but love for y'all, because real talk, without y'all this ain't even worth doing. And I try to get in there and answer everybody's comments and stuff like that. Again, I got a wife and 3 kids, so sometimes it's hard to get to them every day, but when I got time, I definitely do get in there, to holler at everybody that's on my comments. Everybody. I respond to everybody's comment. So, hopefully with that, things will grow. And like I said, I did say I was going to try to do a giveaway at 300 subs. I know that's a small accomplishment for some, but for me, coming from 0 and not, really getting shout outs, other than my man Kilo from MaddenStudents.com. I ain't forget about you, bruh. Good looking on that. I appreciate everything y'all giving me, man. So, I would like the opportunity to try to give a little bit of something back. If it ain't even, a buffalo head nickel, I'm gonna try to get y'all something. So, I'm about to wrap this thing up. BKS Bully, trying to just give y'all my little spin on this. On Madden, this is definitely a B plus demo. I'll probably do another one when the game actually drops. But if you like what you see, man, by all means, like, subscribe. It's your boy. Peace.